Hey guys, Rob GillT channel. It's all about property. And one of our family of subscribers has requested information regarding what tools do you need to become a property consultant, property practitioner, real estate agent, how to sell houses, I suppose. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. Keep in mind that from my side, I'm more of an entrepreneur than anything else, but real estate is my game. So I'm going to talk to you about what you need and where to go, what to do. Let's get to it, guys. So yeah, property practitioner, real estate agent, whatever you want to call it. Now, before I get started, from that side of things, solve this, brilliant stuff, and solve that. Good couple of sales this week. Anyway, to get to it, what do you actually need if you want to get into the game of being a real estate agent or selling property or whatever the case? Now, from an investment perspective, it's a totally different game, so we'll do a different video on that scenario. But from being a real estate agent or a property practitioner's perspective, now that's a game on its own. The first thing I want to tell you is if you want to get into the game, make sure you're prepared to work for free, right? There's no salary. Everything is worked on brokerage. All brokerage is paid to you once the deal is done, okay? The property is registered. So if you sell a property today in South Africa, it could take you up to 3 months to get your money, maybe longer, depending on how the deal goes. So, becoming a real estate agent in South Africa means that you will need in your pocket at least 6 months of income before you start. Why do I say this? Because you're not going to walk into real estate as an intern, an apprentice, whatever you want to call it, learning the game and sell a property on your first day, your first week, or maybe even your first month. If you do, you're going to be very lucky, okay? It's the luck of the draw. Because you need a network, you need people around you, you need to become part of the system, and you really need to know what you're doing. So in the first month, you're basically going to be following your mentor around, trying to find your feet and trying to find out what's going on. So now, can you imagine you have to live for at least 6 months, maybe even longer, without an income to get started? So when I say that to you, be very aware of this. It's really important. Then, if you can take that step and you want to go that little bit further, remember this: it's not a part-time job if you want to make money out of it. So it's really important to note that you are going to be working a good 7 days a week. Now, in a situation like mine, where you've got other things going and other businesses going and whatnot, I maybe can handle it because I've got people around me and I've kind of grown into the business and I've been doing it for a while. But if you're just starting out, it's a full-time job because you've got to get those clients on board, you've got to get to know everyone, you've got to get everything going, there's marketing to be done, and you've got to do everything yourself. So that alone is not an easy task. Then there'll be qualifications that you need to achieve, right? So there's an academic qualification that's needed. There's a thing called the logbook for your apprenticeship, your internship, whatever that needs to be achieved. And then you need to write an exam, a final exam, which takes you to being a qualified estate agent or a property practitioner, as it's called in South Africa. Now, big thing here, guys. I can't teach you to become a real estate agent. I can't teach you to become anything. This is something you have to learn yourself. Now, you can go out and get yourself a mentor at a real estate agency. I find that Keller Williams associated with them are probably the best in the world. They were rated the #1 company to work with, over and above even Google. So it's a good choice, and if you're interested in that, I can put you in contact with the right people. And another good idea is actually Gary Keller wrote a book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I suggest you go and get it. I've got no affiliation to it. I don't get paid for anything on it or whatever. It's all up to you if you want to go and get it. It's a fantastic book to read. And it really, really changes the game. Because in the real estate agent's game, the property practitioner's game, there's an old way of doing things, and there's a modern way of doing things. And if you stick to the basics and you follow those principles, you will succeed. So that's what I would suggest to you. Get that book. And if you need a link to that book, if you need to get hold of that book, ask me, let me know, and I'll put you in the right direction, and we can get you in that system, whatever. There's also PDFs, and there's videos and all kinds of things available. It's good information to have, and we can steer you in the right direction as far as that goes, because really, guys, I can't sit here and teach you how to become a real estate agent. That just is something you're going to have to learn yourself. What tools do you need? The question was asked, what tools do you need? Okay, well, you've got to be able to deal with people, obviously. You've got to be able to get out there. You've got to be able to deal with strangers on a daily basis. And you will need a car. You will need a computer or a laptop or something to that effect. And you will need to be slightly tech savvy, as far as computer stuff goes and that sort of thing. You will need a driver's license. You will need to get around. And get yourself a pair of sunglasses and be out there in the sun and take your clients around. You've got to have a personality. That would be good tools. And obviously you need a phone. Phone is probably your ultimate tool in that game. You will be in contact with a lot of people a lot of the time, and you've got to stay in contact with a lot of people a lot of the time. So yeah, that's kind of where we are, guys. There's a lot more to it. I could go into detail, but I'm not going to go into detail. Like I said, go out there and buy that book and read through that. It's really, really good. And it'll put you in the right direction. It'll definitely help you along. But the basic tools are, just remember, you're going to need money to get started in the game. And you will need a computer, a car, a driver's license, and a couple of things. But don't expect instant success. It takes time. Success takes time, and you just have to keep working at it. And if you're dedicated, you'll get there. So there you go. I hope that kind of answers your question, and if it doesn't, we'll elaborate a little bit more later on. But I hope that gets you where you want to go. And pretty much general knowledge as to what you need. Guys, thanks for watching the video, and hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really important. Go down, visit our part shop as well. It's also cool. And like the Facebook page and follow me on Instagram. Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay well.